you knew my story, you'd have a hard time believing me. You'd think I was lying. Joy and sorrow never last. I'll die trying not to live in the past. If you knew my story, my heaven, my hell. If you knew my story, you'd have a story to tell. I left my clothes on that cold blue rock, my cares and my woes rolled up in my socks. I lay down in that mountain stream, and the icy waters washed over me. If you knew my story, my heaven and my hell. If you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell. Me I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Many backs have broken, but that's the way I've known. I want to carry more than I can hold. Even though I stumble, even though I fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me fall. If you knew my story, through the water from my well. If you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell. Me I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Even though I stumble, even though I fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me cry. If you knew my story.
You'd have a good story to tell.
Ma, how you grown?
Daddy!
It's good to see you, son. Did you in that wall by yourself?
I had a little help.
Oh, well, I salute you anyway.
You salute us all.
Hi, Billy.
Look who I've been visiting with.
Margot, is that you? Why, you've grown every which way.
I was just delivering a book your daddy ordered.
Now, Daddy, have you been reading again?
I have, son.
I told you about that reading. It'll make you smart.
I know you're going to call the hillbilly police.
Mr. Kane, Billy's been sending me his stories from overseas, and I've got a stack of them all edited.
And I was even published in Stars and Stripes.
Really?
Did you get my latest?
I sure did. You can come by the bookstore later and pick them up.
Well, what'd you think?
You don't have to know everything all at once.
Oh, Margaret, that is so you. Is Mom inside? Are you making a pile again, Daddy? Hey, Mom!
Billy, I gotta get back.
What's gotten into her? And where's Mama? Mama! What is it, Daddy?
No way to route you, son. We had a visitor while you were away. Unwelcome as he was, he came on in one day. He sat down quietly at your mother's side. She left with him sometime in the night. She's gone. You know how much he loved you, son. She had no fear of death. She went on peacefully. She just closed her eyes, drifted off to sleep. She's gone. She's gone. You know how much he loved you, son. Let's walk on over there and lay a rose upon her grave. Why don't you pick the floor under, son? It was always a favorite. There she is, under the walnut tree.
Got her a gravestone angel.
Julia Wolf had a lovely one in the back of her garage. She gave it to me on a discount as a courtesy.
That's beautiful.
The house is speaking tonight. I think I'll go hear what they have to say.
Mama, when I was in mud up to my knees, I thought it'd be you more than me. Not this way around. I'm sorry Daddy put an angel over your grave. Used to make fun of people for doing that. Said you wanted your deeds to speak for your time on earth. Mama, thank you for the way you raised me. The way you spoke, your comments around the house, it made me a curious lover of words. You always pointed me towards the writers who used them well. I remember how you used to have me copy stories out of the Asheville Southern Journal just so I would know what it was like to write well. I made it home, just like you always said I would. I never knew homecoming could be so cool. You are my mama, and I place my hand here to touch you now and forever.
She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son.
Here it is, Max. Since when did you become such an avid reader?
Since he took over the bookstore, you know, when you stopped working at the photo shop, I lost 3 whole pounds. Margot, would you like to go to the movies with me sometime?
Oh, I don't want you to spend your money on me.
Sure, he's buying all his books.
Hi, Billy.
Margot, I'm sorry it took me so long to make it in.
I thought it might. How are things with Daddy?
He's doing better. And it's strange. We both swear we can hear her calling out to us sometimes.
How are you doing?
I started writing again, and it brings me comfort. A thesaurus? What are you writing now?
No. Max just returned it. He thought it was a book about dinosaurs. Oh, and Billy, I read the stories you sent me.
Well, I was wondering about that. What'd you think?
Well, it started out it got better and better.
It did?
Really, you've grown up and so has your writing. Now, I caught a few typos, so I retyped it on heavy bond. In fact, I retyped them all.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Margot, I've been thinking. What if I submitted some of my stories to the Asheville Summer Journal?
Oh, Billy, yes, but you were always so tentative about it. What made you decide that?
I'm ready for my life to begin. I'm ready for it all to start. My heart's about to bust. Don't lead the way I must. Follow my own bright star.
Oh, Edna, you still have that special delivery stamp I've been saving. Sure do.
I'm not mailing it, Margot. I'm gonna hand carry them to Asheville and sleep like a dog on their doorstep till I get published.
Good luck, Billy.
Many a long cold night, I huddled down in the dark. I made a vow if I ever made it, I'd follow my own bright star. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you.
Oh, goodness! For what it's worth, I'll miss you.
You never know life will bring, only what you bring to life. Hopes and dreams and fine imaginations, they happen in their own good time. I see a weak man fight, I've seen a strong man cry. I have learned the bright state can turn into the darkest night. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. There's always a song to sing, a melody in the dark. Lifts my spirit every time I fall, and comforts my aching heart. Bright star, bright day, keep shining for me, bright day, and see me through. Keep shining for me, I'm on my way. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine you. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, shine for me, and one day I'll shine for you. Hello, is this the Asheville Summer Journal?
Great question. Does the sign is often wrong?
Well, don't mind Daryl.
When someone wanted to submit some stories to your magazine,
Well, let me turn to the nice man.
And then wave them goodbye.
what? No, why would you buy?
Because our editor, Miss Alice Murphy, is one of the most keen editors in all of North America.
But she wants to stay right here in North Carolina. Haven't you heard?
Well, that's good.
Not for young tadpoles like you.
She once made Ernest Hemingway cry. He laid right there, banged his fist on the floor, and sobbed.
Why?
Because he used the word there as a singular pronoun.
Well, I came all this way from Hayes Creek and I gotta get back, so
Aren't we busy?
can I pick my stories up tomorrow?
Look. You think we're going to read them at all? And still by tomorrow?
I'm sorry, but we don't even read young writers anymore without a whopping letter of recommendation.
Now, where did I put that door at? Oh, there it is!
Thomas Wolfe Redmond.
Thomas Wolfe.
Yes, I sent him to him last year and he wrote me back saying I had talent.
You can leave your stories here. I'm a great admirer of Thomas Wolfe.
Thank you, ma'am. I will tell him you said that. You must be Miss Murphy.
I don't have to be, but I am.
Well, I'll wait to hear from you. My name's William Kane.
Don't worry, I'll write it down. William.
Mr. Ames, hand me those stories. I'm going to read them.
Why?
Because he's a liar. Liars sometimes make for very good storytellers. Now, what about the new submissions?
There's one from Adam Lewis,
Well, we should certainly take a look at that.
Tennessee Williams,
Very promising new writer, yes.
and one from Joseph Algonquin.
Another one, he's always terrible.
Miss Murphy, there's something I should tell you. Joseph Algonquin is my pen name.
Oh. Well. Maybe you've improved. I'll take a look.
Don't bother.
Miss Murphy, there's a dance at the Shining Penny tonight.
And
And all those soldiers come from war, they only ask about you.
When a woman walks through that place, there isn't a head that doesn't swivel.
no, tonight I am going to cozy up next to a couple of unnecessary adverbs and then cut their heads off.
Miss Murphy, what happened to you? I know you weren't always such a wallflower.
No, not always.
The whole world is rejoicing about the war being over.
And you should come out and celebrate with us too, just this once.
Way back in the day, I would have gone with you. Way back in the day, you could not have kept me away. son, with sleeves rolled up, repairing an icebox.
Well, if it isn't the Princess Zebulon. Princess, what's wrong with repairing an icebox?
Jimmy Ray, an icebox has no moving parts. My granny can repair an icebox. There's ice and there's a box. I think you're just showing off your muscles.
Keep talking, Alice Murphy. I'm curious how your mind works.
Okay. You remind me of Adonis. You know who Adonis is?
Sure do. He's a Greek god.
Well, you remind me of him. In fact, you remind me of the myth of Adonis when he repaired the icebox.
You ever think you're too smart for this town?
All the time.
What makes you so sure?
It's an essay contest in Raleigh. First place was $5 and I won.
What was it about?
Well, I wrote about how there should be a rebirth of Southern writers. All writing about the Southern way, and that's how we can make our voices known.
Well, I don't know how a group of judges at Raleigh could turn that down.
They could. I took that $5 and I put it in my college fund.
And how much do you have in your college fund?
$5. You want a biscuit?
I wouldn't mind having a biscuit.
Oh, your hands are dirty. You can't eat a dirty biscuit.
Better feed it to me then.
Now you and I were thinking the exact same thought.
You got a little wildcat about you, Alice Murphy.
Oh, what's that book?
F. Scott Fitzgerald. He's a new writer.
Well, I know who he is. The beautiful and the damned. Think that's us, Jimmy Ray?
Damn, if I know. You sure are beautiful. I finished it. You can keep it.
My daddy sees the title, he'll kill me.
Read it under the covers.
So, who are you taking to the couple's day dance?
I hadn't decided yet.
Well, I'm standing right in front of you.
That's not proper, you asking me.
Well, I read in a book somewhere that sometimes you gotta plant an idea in a boy's head.
Yeah, might be a pretty smart book. You're in there and all your baby. And me, what everybody says. Mom and back up so that take you away from home. Oh, mama, I can picture road. I can get a shotgun, I can run down now. Hide in the shadows, fall out of trees. Right by your windows, the best thing when you taste. Someone will look at you just like this. Someone will ask you for a kiss. You're a smart girl, make it through somebody. I'm a smart guy, I know that won't be me. Oh, mama, take a second look before you set your sights on me. I'm a restless small town boy, my heart as wild as a big sea. Someone will take your hands just like so. Someone will never let you go. Someone will put you on a pedestal. Someone mother of mine ought to worry so.
Like she, a little lost lamb.
I should have raised you with a firm hand.
Like she, a little lost lamb. All you ever do is brag on my hand.
Shame, shame, shame on you. There ain't no limit to the trouble you brew.
Shame, shame, shame on me. You make a mockery of family.
You're like she, a little lost lamb.
Then you're gonna love me just the way I am.
Change away.
I know my girl can't fun around here.
Why, Earth? Have you been so hard-headed since the day of my birth?
Why in the world don't you do us all a favor? Be a good little girl. You're like she, a little lost lamb.
Should have raised you with a firmer hand.
Like she, a little lost lamb. Always up to your shenanigans.
You're gonna have to start towing the line.
That is all I ever do around here is toe the line. You're always saying, do right, do right, do right, do right for me. You're always saying, step down better, right, do right, do right for me. You're always saying, do right, do right, do right, do right for me. What's right for me? Bad for family.
I swear, I don't have to rein you in.
You're always saying, do right, do right, do right, do right for me. You're always saying,
Step back.
Do right for me.
what's right for me?
It's bad for the family. Do right. Alice, we need you to show those peas.
Why do I got to shell these, Mom?
The Lord gave us those peas, Alice.
Right.
Why do you have to put them in pods?
Don't you ever question the Lord.
I'm not questioning the Lord. I am just saying that some of my ideas are better.
Black sheep,
Little old man.
should have raised you with a firmer hand. Black sheep,
Little old man.
should have raised you with the back of my hand.
Jimmy Ray, you should have been here a while ago.
Sorry, Daddy. I was out fixing out Idell's ice box.
Can you believe my son? I'm trying to hand over an empire to this boy, and he's out fixing an icebox. What is that?
Application for college. I've been thinking about it.
4 years away from home, when everything you need to learn, I am teaching you here within these walls. Your grandfather taught me, and I teach you. That chain must not be broken.
Daddy, I understand, but I thought we discussed this.
Stephen, do I sense disinclination?
None of my business, Mayor. There's a whole world outside of Zebulon. I want to get to know it.
Where are you getting this? Where's that book you were reading?
I gave it away.
Good. Let the jazz age infect someone else.
Mayor, the Conklins. The Conklins? In Charlotte? What about them?
They have a beautiful daughter, Ola.
Well, a daughter with resources. Stanford, what exactly isn't your business?
The Conklins are a family of produce trucks that travel across this state, and we are the second largest purveyor of produce for 300 miles.
You want me to marry someone for her trucks?
That's an equation they don't teach in college.
Where's the romance in that?
Romance.
No comment. No comment. What do you think that was?
Just have lunch with her.
Daddy, I have met her. She is a dumbbell.
Well, it doesn't have to be her. The Wilsons in Winston-Salem have a daughter and a very active horse farm.
I I have met their daughter. She is indistinguishable from the horses.
How about Naomi Wise, the daughter of tobacco, and she plays the banjo. All right, I know.
Hey, I couldn't have a discussion with any of them.
You don't need to have a discussion. You ever seen me have a discussion with your mother?
It's not necessary. And that's a tragedy.
Son, the way this works is the business is handed down and we marry conveniently in order to live with.
Don't break the chain, right, Daddy?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do when a man's gotta do what he's got to. A well-bred wife with a silver spoon and knife will hold your bread twice as good as you do. I remember when I was your age, that's when I was settling down. Your mother and I were engaged, and I opened up a bank account. You can't expect the future to be just like the past. You haven't got a clue, sir. Please try to understand. When I stood tall side by side with your grandpa, there was just nothing at all we could do.
With all due respect, I observe and I object. There's no rush for me to step into your shoes.
You can't waste your time on foolish things when there's real work to be done. There won't be any stopping you and me when you do what I tell you, son. You have no idea what I will do to protect this dynasty.
The road beyond the river leads right back to this house. I won't be gone forever. Just let me go now.
A man is what a man's gotta do when a man's gotta decide what he's got to do. When all thought aside and so there was just nothing at all we could do. I can't understand why you can't comprehend what to do. Why can't I get through to you?
Daryl, when I read your stories,
Yes, I thought they were extraordinary.
Really? Extraordinary?
I'm so sorry, I spoke too fast. Extraordinary.
don't mind Daryl. Can I get you a cup of coffee or something?
My nerves are jittery enough already.
Shot of vodka.
I don't drink.
Billy, if you want to be a writer, you have to drink alcohol and feel sorry for yourself.
Jody.
Well, Mr. Kane, it is very unusual for a young writer to make it past our gatekeeper, Mr. Ames. Your Thomas Wolfe letter certainly helped. He wrote you last year.
Yes, overseas. Thomas. He was very kind to me.
Thomas Wolfe letters are extremely rare. Did you bring it? I'm dying to see it.
Yes, I'm never far from it.
If I were you, I would protect this letter. Could be very valuable one day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, it is, in fact, very valuable already, considering Thomas Wolfe died 7 years ago.
I missed that.
It's hard for this living.
You can imagine how hard it was to get this letter. Are you sure?
Well, I'm sure as he is.
Miss Murphy, I'm just doing what I have to. I never would have gotten through the door if I didn't have
Clearly, hear your stories back, Mr. Kane.
Did you read any of them, Miss Murphy?
Like I said, they are your stories back. Except this one, which I'm buying from you for $10.
But I thought that you
I'm
said...
not publishing it, but I am investing in you. You have a flair, Mr. Kane. Not for the scourge of war, but for gentleness and tenderness. Also, the well-timed lie. You write well.
Did you mean that, Miss Murphy?
Well, I don't have time to hand out compliments I don't mean. But you will write better when you find your voice. You have got to find a sweeping tale of pain and redemption in the people you know and the people you meet.
$10. I'm rich.
Okay.
Margot,
Oh, hello, Max. How can I help you?
these things are never easy. It's time for me to move on.
From what?
With us, hope you understand, it's not you, it is me.
Tomorrow I turn 21. I've known Billy Kate since I was 6, and it's time to see me in a new way. As the woman I am.
Good for you. Billy's back from Asheville today.
And he says he's coming over here with a surprise.
A present? Something he got there. There's a jewelry store in Asheville. Billy, I'm so happy for you.
Hello, Margot. The bookstore looks spick and span.
Thank you. I was just making room for a new magazine, Rex.
Well, that's appropriate.
Oh, how?
I got something for you.
You said you might. I was wondering if it would be...
It's my new address.
Oh,
In Asheville. I'm gonna live right there.
are you sure that's a good idea, honey? $10 from the Asheville Southern Journal?
Well, it's not published yet, but
Oh, Billy, that's so exciting! A real adventure.
well, I can still send you my stories. Is that all right?
Of course. You're gonna need someone to cash that check.
Are you kidding? I'm gonna frame it.
If you frame it, you can't cash it.
Hello, goodbye. Will you miss me?
Like I missed trouble.
Did you ever think that one day you might be selling a magazine with one of my stories in it?
Yes.
Oh, Margot, I can almost kiss you.
When you get to Asheville, write me if you will. Tell me how you're doing, how it's treating you. Do you like your new job? Did you find a new about me.
Here we go, now take your partner, slap the floor, and close the door. Pass your girl and hesitate, round the corner and circulate. Couples day. Now come on down. Go face your honey, nose to nose, pass right through and stub your toes. While the roosters crow and the birdies sing, take the sweetie and make her ring. Every other woman, every other man. Keep going, about your girl, about your man. Now you're home, so thank the man.
Anyone see you sneak away?
Not a person, anyone see you?
I don't care who sees me with you.
You don't care who sees you with anybody. I heard you had tea at the Magnolia House with Ola Conklin.
Daddy maybe thinks it's good for business.
He make you dance with her too?
Daddy still thinks we're living in the old South.
Well, ain't we? This is Hicksville, Jimmy Ray. We're the Hicks in the Ville if we don't get out. So, what was she like?
Who?
Ola Conklin.
Well, she sneaked rum in her tea.
Well, that's something to her credit.
Why are you favoring her? You should be jealous.
Not me. I've got to believe in myself, don't I?
Are you playing me like a fiddle, Alice Murphy?
I'm not playing.
Alice! Alice! Where is that girl?
I think she went down by the river.
Been down by the river an awful lot lately. Didn't take her unreal.
I think she's landing a fish anyway.
Alice! Alice!
Oh, that's sad. It's getting dark. I gotta get home.
What could be better than holding
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's not the Lord that did it. That only happened once that I know of. You're running around, Alice Murphy.
I don't call it running around. Love is not running around.
Does he love you?
I think he does.
Alice, when you tell him about this news, you'll know.
Oh, Dr. Norquist, Zebulon has 1,000 eyes and one single tiny mind. How can trouble and happiness walk hand in hand?
Sometimes do.
What do I do now?
Come back in several weeks. I can handle this on account for a while. Don't worry. You can trust me with this news.
I hope you don't love her.
What is it, Daddy?
Jimmy Ray, are you the father of Alice Murphy's child?
It's conceivable.
Jimmy Ray, sometimes you are just too eloquent.
She's gonna have a baby.
It appears she is.
I should go see her.
For what?
To tell her I love her.
You don't mean that. Now, I know it may feel like you do, but you're young, Jimmy Ray.
Daddy, I understand those feelings. Those misleading ones. I felt them before. But Alice, she's different. I see her. She has special qualities.
Special qualities. Those special qualities exist in your imagination. The last thing we need is you dragging around some callow bride and child everywhere we do business. You let me take care of this.
Daddy, I will handle this myself. It is my right. And my responsibility.
Oh, I can't wait to see your face. Oh, I can't wait to see your face. My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby. Can't wait to see you. You're a sign from heaven. Our love was meant to be. To us you were giving. Our love was meant to be. My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby, I can't wait to see you.
You brought sin to our listening.
My son was weak before you.
Have you ever stood against society? Very few can withstand it.
No ways to undo these things.
That's a crime upon a crime.
This baby could ruin Jimmy Ray's career. I thought you loved my son.
I do.
North Carolina has a lot of this couples.
You don't want to go to a home for wayward girls. They're like prisoners.
I know a place several hours out of town, a cabin in the woods where you can stay until you figure out what to do. I've done it for others.
Sounds to me like you're being offered a sanctuary.
Alice, Jimmy Ray will ask you to marry him, but you must say no. He's still a boy. Now, if you wait just 1 year, You'll be one of the leaders of Zebulun and eventually all of North Carolina.
If this were known, there are people who would not do business with him.
You wouldn't do that to Jimmy Ray.
Of course I wouldn't. Of course.
Well, then you must wait.
Wait, Alice Murphy, wait.
Go to the cabin and
I'm gonna make you a sweater, dressing you up so fine. Then we'll always be together. I'll keep your hand in mine. If you're like your daddy, handsome, strong, and true. If you're like your daddy, all the girls will be chasing you. My baby, I can't wait to see you. Jimmy Ray,
look at you. You look like you're standing in a moonbeam.
it's the way I feel.
I want to make things right. Marry me, Alice. Will you marry me, Alice Murphy?
Yes, Jimmy Ray. Yes. You can't right now, not right away.
Why?
We need some time. All the people in this town always looking at us sideways.
I don't care about anything.
On so many reasons. Dr. Norquist off the cabin in the woods, just for a short while where I won't be seen. It's the only thing that makes sense right now.
Why are you giving me trouble, Alice?
Don't you know I'm always gonna give you trouble? Oh,
What, Alice?
it felt like a butterfly. Here, feel.
I can't wait to meet you and shake your little hand. If you're like your mama, you'll make me a happy man. I'm gonna make you a promise to love you for all time. I'm gonna make you a promise to keep your hand in mine. My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby, I can't wait to see you.
Miss Murphy asked me to meet her here. Am I being sent home? It's been 12 weeks and I haven't published anything.
She's on her way.
That sounds scary.
Well, Daryl can make happy birthday sound scary. Show him, Daryl.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Kane, your latest submission's a bit of a mess. What's going on?
Sorry, Miss Murphy. I sent it to Margot and haven't gotten anything back yet, so I just turned it in. Frankly, I'm getting discouraged.
Oh, don't get discouraged. Work on it with Daryl. He's a fine editor.
My mouth just go dry. How about I work on it, Lucy?
No, I should keep you out of harm's way.
Miss Murphy, what did you think of it?
What did I think of it?
Yes.
Well, you need to cut about 300 words.
300? Which 300?
The superfluous ones. You look shocked.
I thought that was pronounced superfluous.
And you should open with your second not your first, that's where the action is.
Well, what do I do with my first paragraph?
You could turn it into a lullaby, because it put me to sleep.
Anything else?
Oh, you gotta cut the word twixt.
What's wrong with Twix? You don't like Twix?
Use between.
Why?
Because a man wrote this, not Ted Bell. And your second to last paragraph should be cut.
What? No, I cried when I wrote that.
Clearly, it's purple as baboons, but...
Miss Murphy.
Well, it's true. Then there's this last sentence. It flows nicely, but I'm curious.
About what?
Now, why, Mr. Murphy, would you in your essay with a word 99% of all readers are going to have to look up? ... the longing of the human heart and its search for propinquity.
Well, I did that on purpose, Miss Murphy.
Why?
Because it's the only $5 word in the whole piece. That way I get the impact of the ending twice. The reader lands on a striking word with an elegant cadence. Propinquity. Then they go over to the dictionary. The longing of the human heart and its search for closeness.
Tell you what, if you can sway Daryl, you can sway me.
So then there's hope.
Well, let me put it this way. No one has ever swayed Daryl.
I am certainly glad to shame here in the woods, not in our house.
Why? You're gonna wake the baby with all your ranting.
Thank God it's a boy. You know, it was Eve what tempted Adam. Isn't that right, Alice? You bewitched him, didn't you? Shh.
Mr. Murphy, ladies.
You came to see your grandson.
So, this is the child.
Isn't he beautiful?
Yes, isn't he?
We named him after his daddy. Isn't that right, James? Where's Jimmy Ray? He's been here every afternoon cooing up with his bully.
He's on an errand to Durham.
On a Sunday. Stanford, you come to see the baby?
I love children.
This terrible and tragic situation must be salvaged.
Fortunately, there is a solution.
And I'm here to see that it is implemented. A legal, completely anonymous adoption.
What? No, that is not a solution.
A legal and completely anonymous adoption. That is the only option.
I've prepared the papers right here.
Are you aware of this?
Somewhat.
And I have spoken to Jimmy Ray, and he agrees.
He agrees.
He certainly does.
I doubt that.
Didn't he, Stanford?
He sure did.
You are not of age, and only your father has to give consent, while the true father in this case is decidedly unclear.
You watch the way you talk about our daughter.
Nobody is taking my baby.
You've got to be reasonable. Don't deny him a better way of life where he can grow up with pride. Folks will laugh and talk behind his back if you bring home a bastard child.
You can't take him. He's my baby.
Why would you wanna do this? Don't you want what's best for him?
I know people wealthy and agreeable who would like to take him in.
You can't take him. No, don't take him. You can't take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Come on, let him. You can't take my baby boy.
I will take the baby myself to the state agency in Raleigh.
They've already been contacted.
You can't.
I will say, I have to do what I think is best for our daughter. Don't be selfish. Let it go and herald him. Leave behind the world of shame. And they make fun of him in school. Only have yourself in your way.
Don't take him.
My grandson.
No, don't take him. Can't take my baby boy.
Doing you a favor, you can thank me later, making your life easier. Well, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, and a man's gotta do what he's got to. A man can't be fooled, can't be played, can't be schooled, can't be made to follow rules that say he ought to. A man must provide for his family, pave the way for success. A man must provide for his family and ensure their happiness. I won't be duped. Your young mother is confused to imagine she can use my son. I won't let anybody stand in the way of the plans that I make. Not anyone. A man must engage his backbone, stand up straight and strong. A man must engage his backbone and right what has gone wrong. Well, a man
scholarship.
They came out of nowhere. How's Daddy?
I know your father is a tender man. Right now, he's searching scripture to justify what he did. But the Bible is not obliging. How's Janere doing?
Mama, he's gonna come to Raleigh as soon as I get settled. We're going to find our child.
That'll be a joyous day for all of us.
Lonely, and feelings lonely to my soul. I had it all here in my arms. I knew the joy of true love. I had it all, then it was gone. Now I'm all alone. So long, sweet embraces. So long, summer.
You've got to fight, you've got to say, I'm never gonna stay down. You got the night, you got the day.
I got the old dark cloud.
Sun is gonna shine again. Sun's gonna shine again. Sun is gonna shine again. Sun's gonna shine again.
Long time I've been waiting, a long time, long enough.
You got the power, you got the faith, you got the strength to go on. You got the light, you got the way. We're never all alone. Sun is gonna shine again. Sun is gonna shine again.
Sun is gonna shine again. Sun's gonna shine again.
Something tells me it'll be alright. Something tells me it's gonna be okay. Something tells me it'll be alright. Something tells me it's gonna be
Sun is gonna shine again.
You shouldn't be drinking.
Something's got to calm my agitation.
You should be lying down. It's your medicine.
There's no doubt about it. I'm turning as yellow as a sunflower. It's poison in my liver, so they tell me. That's a swift thing.
Maybe not.
Suitcase? Where you headed?
Chapel Hill.
Overnight?
Maybe more. Maybe a week or more.
Who's gonna take care of me?
I've arranged it.
You take care of me. The Son takes care of the Father, the same way the Father took care of the Son.
I'll be back.
What's in Chapel Hill? Business, I hope.
What do you think?
That girl that almost ruined you. Stay away from her. Trouble once is trouble always.
She and I are bonded. And we have a child out there somewhere. Maybe together, if we find him, we can lay claim. Why not? You'd be surprised at what can be
You
accomplished.
will
when
never find that child.
What do you mean?
Still holding that suitcase, Jimmy Ray? That's better. I took care of my son that night. I made it so he could go out into the world unencumbered.
That adoption should have been my decision.
There was no adoption.
What are you talking about?
I cleansed you as sure as I was dipping you in baptismal waters.
Is this the liquor talking?
Nobody knew the mayor on that train. I got on in Ryan County. It was just a businessman passing through. But not with papers in a briefcase. It's something better. Something better to relocate.
What did you have?
Had a baby in that suitcase.
What do you mean? What did you do?
I walked toward the back of the train. It was just me and the creature, and the clatter of the tracks. Stepped out between the cars. And as we passed over the river, I flung it behind me.
I've heard of evil in the world, but you and I are flesh and blood. It was just a baby. He was my son.
I did it for you.
I gave Miss Murphy one of my humor pieces.
That's great, Daryl. What did she say?
She said it was really great and could I turn it into a humor piece? Look who just walked in. Doesn't he know that they sell intoxicating beverages around here?
Well, I bet he's lonely. Let's find out. Well, boy meets girl. This calls for a slow gin fizz.
It does?
It does.
Well, I'll take one.
You ever had one before?
You've seen photos?
So, you lonely since you've been here?
No, every evening I've had a date. With my typewriter.
Well, that's not what company feels like. This is what a real person feels like. In case you forgot.
Let's be real.
Well, there's more where that came from.
Y'all bring them both, Lucy.
Well, there you go. What do you think?
It's sweet that started at the same time.
Just like Lucy.
Well, it's called a slow gin fizz, but that doesn't mean you gotta drink it slow.
You're a modern woman, Lucy.
A bit.
You want to be a writer?
Better than that, I want to be a censor.
A censor. Why censor?
Well, when I was 12, I gave my father this Raymond Chandler mystery novel. And I was sitting there watching him read it when suddenly his face went the color of a rose. Put the book down, called for my mother, went to another part of the house and shut the door. So I went over to see what he had just read, and right there, in the middle of the page was the word Brazil. And I thought, this must never happen again. So now, a couple nights a week, I take home a few manuscripts, fix myself in Manhattan and search for hidden erotic content. Would you like to do that with me sometime? Well, what? You gotta go back home?
No. It's just, I don't know.
Well, don't bring her to Asheville.
Why not?
Because country girls tend to flatten out under the city lights. Another round.
Really?
You heard the lady.
Lady, please, not on a Friday night. All week long, I'm up to my elbows, working away at my 9 to 5. I ain't gonna waste away at home in the town every Friday night. Pour me another round, pour me another round, pour me another round. Have you tried a rinse or a Greyhound? So many drinks in so little time. I've decided it's only right to try them all. It's what I like. Pour me another round, 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 pour me another round. Besides all that, I like a little buzz. In addition to that, I like a little high. I don't know anybody who doesn't like to feel good all the time. Come on, y'all, let's dance. Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me another round. Pour me, pour me, pour me another round.
Muscadine wine, make me feel so fine.
I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker. Muscadine wine, make me feel so fine. I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker. Come on, Hayes Creek.
just at home, sitting down, dejected and dubious. I've discovered what does the trick. Bartender, give me some more of this.
Mr. Kane, I asked to see you because Miss Ames put your propinquity piece on my desk. You seem to think it's ready.
Ready.
We're publishing it next month.
You are?
We are.
Miss Murphy, would it be all right if I were to jump for joy? Oh, maybe just one more. Oh, Daryl, thank you!
Just reminding you, you have a train to catch.
What, you're leaving?
I'm going to Raleigh on some long overdue personal business.
With a stop in Zebulon to see family. Sure your tickets.
Thank you.
Well, that train runs right through Mays Creek. We can meet there. I can show you all the places I've been writing about.
Well, I've done it for other writers. Daryl, how Lucy at tonight? Itinerary?
She won't be coming in today. She's feeling a little under the weather.
Is that in quotes?
Very.
That might be my fault. I went to the Shining Painting last night, and Lucy and I had a bit of a fight.
You love to pull words out of your hat. I have the same habit.
I got that from my mother.
I get it from a desperate need for attention.
Got a little of that too.
Have you started writing anything new?
Yes, I have, and I find I'm writing more and more about home.
Mr. Kane, it would be easier to get Lincoln off the face of Mount Rushmore than to get home out of the heart of the Southern Ladder. I'll see you in Hayes Creek. Mr. Kane! Congratulations. Are these all the files you have from May 15th, 1924?
They are, but lots are changing soon, so these files won't be open anymore. Would you like me to help you look? Again?
That would be so kind. The baby was
A
wearing...
blue sweater, I know.
Maybe in one of the photos.
Photos are black and white, Miss Murphy. Maybe you should try us around the city. Charlotte has a vacancy.
He was dropped off here. Do you remember anybody else looking for the whereabouts of a child dropped here on the same day?
No. Should I?
I should think so.
This may be hard to hear, but maybe he didn't care as much as you did.
If there's truth in this world, he cared. Somehow or other, he would have come looking.
It's only you have this desk for the last 20 years, Miss Murphy.
And that's a puzzle I should have sorted out before. Thank you.
sun does shine in Raleigh.
Hello, Jimmy Ray.
Alice. Young Alice.
Not so young.
And forever in my memory.
Is this your house? It's nice.
I've worked hard over the years.
Those your kids?
In a way, they're my sister's kids.
You married?
No, never married. Close. A couple of times.
I guess I would have heard. I followed you.
I know you never married. I paid attention. You've done well in Asheville. I've had a couple of trips up there and seen your building. Never went inside though.
Why not?
You moved on. You published Carson Colors. You do her well too.
You have been paying attention.
I always paid attention to you, Alice. If I didn't, I knew I was in trouble.
We were so young.
You were. But I wonder often, had I been old enough to behave differently, better,
Yeah. When I came to Raleigh, it was not my intention to see you. I was at Hall Records with the same man who's been there for 20 years. And I asked him if anybody else had ever come looking for the whereabouts of our child, and he said no. Not one. Not you.
Alice, I didn't.
And you never came to see me. Why?
Alice, is it better to hope or to know?
Oh, please.
After my father died, we discovered it was he who had funded your scholarship.
Why?
To get you out of town. Guilt.
Guilt.
Alice. On the train to Raleigh, somewhere in the night, my father took our son and threw him off the train into the river below.
happy to see me.
For a writer, you're not very good at reading people. What are you doing here?
Margot, you're the first person I wanted to tell. I'm going to be published in the Asheville Southern Journal.
What? I mean, that is some damn news.
My,
What is it, Billy?
I think I'm seeing you a new way.
What do you mean?
Ever since I came back from the war, so much has changed.
Uh-huh.
And many things have remained the same.
Of course.
Family, this place, Hayes Creek, but one thing has been both constant and changing. I wonder how that could be.
Oh, well, anything's possible with people. What is it?
Us.
There's an us.
There is if you want there to be.
Oh, I don't know. I just never thought of you that way.
We're supposed to be together, I know. I feel it way down deep in my soul. We're never meant to be apart. I keep you here inside of my heart. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
We're supposed to be together, it's true. I've had my doubts, but not about you.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have from the start.
I
Always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. Margot, I got a confession to make.
Oh, what is it?
When I was in Asheville, I kissed a girl.
Oh! What was it like?
Have you ever kissed a chicken?
Yes.
How long has it been since I kissed you?
12 years. And that was on a dare. You ran like a rabbit.
Believe it or not, I'm shaking now like I was then. We're never meant to be apart.
I love you
Now
now.
I have from the start.
I
Always have, always will, always, always, always will. Always have, always will, always, always, always will.
Anybody home?
Child, just as promised.
We're almost the same age now.
No, afraid I'm staying a bit ahead of you. It's just so good to see you, darling. I wasn't sure I was worth a visit anymore.
Oh, Daddy, how can you say that?
Yeah. Through the years, reasonableness has laid his hand on my shoulder. things I've done in the past. Quite stand up like I used to. Can I get you a glass of water?
You got any of that hooch?
Sure do. So how long can you stay?
Just one day.
One day, darling. A short time to say a lot.
Is Mama here?
No, she's over at the neighbors. Just as well. Glad to have you along. I hadn't talked to your mama, but about certain things.
Sounds like you've been banking words, Daddy.
You have to around here. Them trees. Some nights it's so quiet you can hear a leaf fall. Tell the color of that leaf just by the tiny, crisp crack it makes when it lies on the ground.
I know that feeling. Sometimes I hear the fiddlers in town, and I swear they are playing the sound of the wind over the lakes back home. What can't you talk to Mom about?
Certainly not about the things that occurred 23 years ago.
No, not about things that occurred 23 years ago.
It had to be the most painful day of your life. It was, wasn't it, sweetheart?
Daddy,
It
I know.
was.
Yes.
Pain, shame, ever equal that pain. And say, I know how you feel. That's what I did that day. Made the most shameful day of my life.
Thank you, Daddy.
I think that was the last day my own daddy had a grip on me. I felt so bad after that. I purged it from me. Alice, I don't ask you forgiveness.
Daddy, I forgive.
No, Alice. I can't even forgive myself. I wonder what happened. Do you know, Alice?
I do, Daddy. He was. Raised by another family in California. Raised very much with love. He's educated and successful, and he's a very fine young man.
That's what I wish for him all along.
Maybe your wish and maybe it's so.
The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again.
Your daddy know we're coming.
Oh, he sure does. Hey, Daddy, it's me, Billy. Put your pants on. We got a lady present.
All right, let me get along. Oh, hey, son. What? I still salute you.
Daddy, this is Miss Murphy.
I have heard all about you, Miss Murphy. I'm standing on the wrong side of the porch.
You want to meet high?
Yes, thank you.
Miss Murphy, there is a barber shop here in Hayes Creek. It's got your magazine stacked high on the settee. We're readers here.
Well, your son will be published in it next month.
Oh, I heard. Mary Lee would have been so proud to hear that.
Mary Lee.
That's my mother.
Billy, you know you got a lot of good clothes here, some
shirts and take them over to your new place.
Want to use them?
You must have some wonderful stories about your wife, Mr. Kane. Maybe Billy should write about her.
Oh, I don't think so. Better write about the whole town and our array of cads and scoundrels.
Look what I found. My old mail order plaid, still good. And my old fishing vest.
Oh, let me go get you something to put those in. Miss Murphy?
So what you think of the place so far?
Oh, it's lovely, Billy. Reminds me very much of Zebulon in some ways. You must find wonderful repose here, Mr. Kane.
Oh, I do. Miss Murphy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your wife must have died young. Billy's only 23.
Mary Lee died last year at 65. She had Billy late in life, which is a rarity around these parts where everyone's getting married and having children before they can ride back. Billy, you know you got some stuff out in the shed too. You're going to take it over to your new place.
Oh, I don't want to take up Miss Murphy's time with all that, but look, found a good pair of boots and my old baby sweater. I want to show this to Margot. What is it?
I know this sweater. I know this suitcase.
How?
My life was born away from me in it.
You say that you've seen that sweater before?
I made it.
I knew this day would come.
Well, it's you who has the story, isn't it, Mr. Kane? It's you.
What are you two talking about, Daddy?
Billy? One night I went frog gigging. And I went a little farther downriver than I normally do. All right, where you big ones at? Me and Mary Lee gonna have you for dinner. There you are, Mr. Toad. Wow.
What is taking her so long? She was supposed to be here half an hour ago.
She got a notice from the post office. There's a special delivery letter.
If they can send a notice, why can't they send the letter?
Well, she went over there with Jimmy Ray to pick it up.
She's been getting real cozy with Jimmy Ray lately.
Well, he's attractive, don't you think?
Lucy, I don't know how to judge if a man's attractive.
Yes, you do.
Next slide.
Lord, Darryl, we have got to run this in our Q McCollum right away.
What is it?
Well, it's a hilarious piece by a writer I've never heard of, Lillian Jones.
Lillian Jones. Congratulations, Darryl.
What?
Lillian Jones is my new pen name.
Miss Murphy, you have been on a tear lately.
You have, Miss Murphy. Now, may I be frank?
Well, it'll take a while to get used to calling you that, but sure.
What happened to you? I got used to the layer of gloom you used to wear with you into the office every day.
Oh, all right. Look, everyone's gonna find out sooner or later. Years ago, I had a child.
Darryl, you owe me $5.
Well, I found out that he is alive and well and raised by another family. He's a fine young lad, and it turns out he works for me.
He works for... Oh my God. It's Darryl!
No, it's Billy.
Billy?
Well, when was the last time you even spoke to him?
When I found out, about a month now. He hasn't written or called, but these things take time, don't you think?
I'm thinking of taking a trip up to lay eyes on him, but I wouldn't know him if I met him.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Hello, Billy King.
You're a handsome boy. Takes after his father. And that would be me.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Lucy, why don't we go looking for that missing pencil box? Missing pencil box!
Miss Murphy, I came to apologize.
Oh, Billy, you don't have to
Yes, I do.
apologize.
I was being selfish. I thought it was just me who was hurt that night, but it wasn't. It was every single one of us.
Oh,
So I visited the place of my actual birth, a small cabin in the woods.
how did you find
Your
me?
father loves you very much. He took me to the cabin, and he told me the story of that awful night, and how I was ripped from your arms, and I realized that truth walks beside us like a shadow, and then one day emerges with us, and until it does, we are not truly whole.
Billy, you are no doubt your mother's son.
And Lucy. I should apologize. I might have been a little misleading.
Well, we can start fresh.
Hello, everybody. I'm Margot, Billy's fiancée.
Margaret, you are? Well, thanks for telling me.
You going to the wedding house?
Well, of course I am. He's my son.
Not theirs. Ours.